Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you guys know what time it is. It's time for Kaspa update. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys in the Kaspa community for showing tremendous amount of support. The amount of overwhelming comments that I receive on a day-to-day basis continues to keep me going and keep pushing to make these daily updates for you guys. So once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And now let's take a further look as to what is happening. So as of November 25th, of course, right now it's past midnight. I didn't really make an update yesterday for you guys during the day because I just wanted to kind of relax. I just wanted to kind of give myself some time to relax, just have a good time. But if we're looking at Kaspa, it's up 3.5%, and there's a lot that has happened over the past few hours, exactly what we were talking about yesterday. So let's take a closer look as to what I'm referring to. If we're looking at the price, 13.8 cents, up 3.4% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also up 4.1% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. Looking at its market cap, $3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at 70.5 million. As far as news goes, there is definitely some positive news. Just yesterday, they announced that there's a new listing on this Australian exchange called Coinstash_AU. Never heard of it, but more exchanges, the better. And of course, it increases the liquidity. And also, you guys can see this as well. This was announced as well. BTSE list Kaspa's perp. Again, futures listing, and not really excited about that part. But brings in more volume, and that's just that as far as the news goes. But what's happening with Kaspa price? That's what everyone is here for. And like I said, a lot happened over the past few hours, which we're going to be talking about. But before we get into the Kaspa's price, look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin did manage to break out and hit a new yearly high. We saw Bitcoin hit $38,300, and that was officially the new yearly high for BTC. Last time we saw 38,300 BTC obviously goes back to the previous bull cycle, and I have no idea as to why the charts are not loading, but that's that. But now let's take a look at Kaspa. So before we get into the Kaspa's price analysis, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. We are seeing the price of Kaspa retest the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level yesterday, just as I said. And I'm not going to come here and say, oh, look at me, I'm some sort of, magician that kind of said, oh, look, it's going to go there. The chart said it all. And if I were to go on the hourly time frame, this will give you guys a better understanding. And, speaking about kind of talking about the technicals, a lot of people are showing really good positive feedback. People are saying they're starting to understand how these charts works, and things are making sense. So I am really happy to hear that. So if we're looking at the charts, so look what happened. Remember yesterday I was discussing this resistance? This resistance was a huge resistance that kind of dates back to pretty much the 21st, so about 4 days back. And pretty much after breaking below this support line, now obviously it's considered a support because we turned it into support. But before, when we broke below it on the 20th, about 5 days back, we saw the price retest this resistance several times. So to be exact, we saw 1 rejection, 2 rejection, and of course 3 rejections just yesterday. But we did see a wick all the way towards the upside. But again, as mentioned to you guys yesterday, these resistances are generally where longs get stopped. A lot of people usually just trade off of just resistances. So if they get it lower, they would close their positions on a resistance. And again, if they're trading a large amounts of cash, that can be a huge amount just by small moves like this. But finally today, we did see the price actually go past this resistance, and we managed to go back into the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And if you focus very closely on my update yesterday, I was discussing that the next target is back into the 23.6 fib zone. So we went all the way up to this 14.3 cents, and look at that, got stopped out at the resistance. You can't make this up. So it got stopped out, but pretty much we've been dancing back and forth. Now the battle is to see the price actually getting back into the 23.6, because right now, as of recording this update, we are still not in the 23.6. We do have tremendous amount of support around here, but if we're able to lose the support around this 13.8 cents, if we lose the support, there's a strong chance we could potentially be going to this 13.6 cents, but it doesn't really make a difference. The main focus is that we need to push back into the 23.6, and I think it has the momentum on its side to get back into this zone and start pushing towards all-time highs. More manipulation than ever. I know a lot of people don't realize this, but yes, the charts are not as exciting as they were just 2 weeks back, and I've continuously said this. A lot of people don't like hearing this. People want a continuous upwards trajectory where you do see all-time highs after all-time highs. I'm sure if I were to go on the daily time frame, remember when I was continuously adjusting the fib zone, because that was a great time. We saw the price just continuously going towards the upside. But now we are, coming through a consolidation, a little bit of cool off, and this was very much needed. Speaking about a cool off from all-time highs, we saw a 30% retracement, and I think that's a quite healthy correction, but I'm expecting that we will get back into the 23.6 fib zone in the upcoming hours ahead of us and start pushing up to some highs that we have not seen for about a week. One thing you want to be paying very close attention to as a Kaspa holder is to be looking at the support line, this 13.48 cents. Insane amount of support line. Of course, that was the resistance before, which I was referring to. We need to see the price holding above here. If we're not able to see this support line hold, we could be making our way back down to the 23.6 fib zone support line, which is exactly at 12.95 cents. So keep a very close eye on that. If we're looking at BTC, Bitcoin is starting to be supported by the previous wicks that we were seeing, the previous yearly high, and that's now obviously turned into support. So it will be really interesting to see the price of Bitcoin actually pushing out over the weekend and actually possibly seeing a 40K Bitcoin. That would be great. Putting that into perspective, a 40K Bitcoin is about 6% away from the current price levels. And of course, if we do see a shoot up of 6%, that is going to bring in a lot of momentum in the crypto space, and including Kaspa. So that would be great to see. Obviously, on the weekends, we do tend to see CME futures close, so manipulation can occur more than usual. So that is something we need to keep an eye out on as well. But Bitcoin dominance still holding around this 52.59%, but it's definitely climbing up as well. So mainly altcoins right now are just following the Bitcoin momentum. A majority of the altcoins are still lagging behind in the Bitcoin comparatives. Obviously not the ones that are top gainers, but majority of them, if you do pay very close attention to them, we are seeing a lag behind BTC. But that is it for today's update. Let me know down below what you guys think, and of course, thank you so much for all your support. I love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.